Congratulations and felicitations.
Okay, here comes the first round.
Boom. And
Jeez, that was just
boom.
unnecessary.
You kidding me? You can't be out of range? What?
Greetings and felicitations, YouTube. Jarl of the Appian Way, continuing my series on which units that you should take or just leave at home for multiplayer, faction by faction, unit by unit. This is how my rating goes. If you haven't been paying attention in the other episodes that I've done, I'm rating them on 5 different categories. They are either units that you will never take, units that are just plain bad, but somebody might argue that you could take them. The units that I feel meh about. They're not good, they're not bad, they just don't serve a purpose. They're units that are good alternatives or good units to bring just in general, but you don't have to bring them every time. And then the units that I think you should take every time. Today we're talking about Ithaca. Ithaca is a faction known for its ambushes, for its sneaky tactics, and frankly has the best infantry unit in the game. So the Greek warlords, all three of them are good alternatives because they are the cheapest hero in the game, and they each have some decent abilities. The only one I kind of met about is the Warlord Warmonger. You can bring these guys on a melee chariot or not. The Archer Skirmisher hero is a take-it hero, especially if you're playing up against like Ithaca or Dardania. You're going to want to kill elite heavy infantry. This is the guy to do it. Always bring him on his light archer chariot. Some people say bring him on the archer chariot. 50 points difference though. Go for the extra range. The Archer Trickster hero is a good alternative. There's a better Archer Trickster in your roster though, but just take the Archer Skirmisher. Unless you don't have the money for his chariot, then you bring the Archer Trickster. The Fighter Champion is bad. Don't take him. The Fighter Ravager is I would say a take-it hero. The Fighter Vanquisher, also a take-it hero if you think you can catch the enemy's hero in a duel and eliminate him. You take the Ravager, you can take him on a mount, you don't have to. And the Fighter Vanquisher, never mount him. Odysseus is meh, good or meh. You could bring him, or you can bring a normal Archer Trickster to do a lot of the same stuff, but like he has some really cool abilities, like in Hades' Shadow here, where all of a sudden he's just snipe and stalk all of this stuff at the same time. He does have the incredible triple shot. He's got cheap Hades for speed boost. He's actually the fastest hero on foot in the game. Tangent. We held a chariot race on my channel stream once, and the person who was playing as Odysseus, he actually got his chariot destroyed in the fight, and he stayed competitive on foot for the rest of the race. Anyway, just thought you'd like to know that little tidbit. The Islanders are meh. I'm going to say meh. I like them because they have Unspottable. If they also had Expendable, I'd be a lot more excited about them, but they're just meh. Young Spears, honestly, good point meh. More leaning towards good than meh. The Young Spears are a very good, cheap charging unit with a lot of speed. The Sword Skirmishers are bad. There's better light infantry options available to Ithaca, but they really do fit well with the theme. It's just that their javelin damage isn't all that great for the 4 javelins that they bring. The Island Club Warriors just continue to impress me day in and day out. I'm going to rate these guys as good. The Light Spearmen, bad. The Spear Runners, I'm going to say meh. I think there's better options out there in your roster. They are really cool, though, because they are a javelin-carrying, two-handed spear infantry, but they are conditionally good and very vulnerable to chariots. And Ithaca in general is very vulnerable to chariots. You have to be very careful with chariots. The Heavy Sword Skirmisher is a good unit. Actually, I would say take it. I think it's your second best infantry unit in your roster. The Heavy Shielded Spearmen is just plain bad. They never last. They can't even put their shields on their backs. Their weapon damage is pretty pathetic. Their melee defense is good, but that's it. Warriors of Ithaca, take it. Take as many as you can, frankly. Don't spam them. That's just cheesy. But this is the best infantry unit in the game. Take it. It has Vanguard deployment, it has Stalk, it has 3 Javelins at 31 damage, and it has 14,000 hit points. These guys are fantastic. They really are. You can put them anywhere, you can hide them anywhere, and they'll get the job done. Odysseus' Midnight Runners, bad. They also have stock in Vanguard, but I just like the when you compare them to the fact that there's Warriors of Ithaca for 220 funds cheaper, there's no point in bringing the Midnight Runners, especially since they're limited to 2. Achaean Slingers, good. If you need an expendable unit, this is the one to bring. Island Skirmishers, never take it. Bowmen, I never take it. The Renowned Slingers, they're just bad. Meh, maybe. Some people might argue that you can get value out of them, but there's better options out there. Heavy Island Skirmishers, bad. Ambushers, I'm meh about them. They have Unspottable and Stock, which is overkill. And their javelins are pretty solid, but I think there's better. The Renowned Armored Slingers, meh. The Exemplary Ambushers, I also feel meh about for the same reasons I feel about the regular Ambushers. But they're better, more damage, more range, also Unspottable and Stock and Snipe. So they have value. It's just you got to be very careful in using them because they are very vulnerable, very squishy, very small. Renowned Island Skirmishers, good. Almost take it, honestly. These guys are like the pocket version of a Warriors of Ithaca. They don't have Vanguard, they don't have Stock, but they have a lot of similar traits. They have half as much health, okay? We're talking about, like, there's 30 less troops, but the overall health is still half, all right? It's the fact that their javelins are comparable and their melee stats are kind of on par, but they also have sword damage of 160 with a bonus versus spearmen. What nonsense is this? Guerrilla Stalkers, meh, maybe good. They have the fear, good. Fear-causing javelins, 160 sword damage. They're good. They're just vulnerable as well. Only 60 per unit, 5,000 hit points. Skirmish Chariots, never take it. A light javelin chariot is not going to do you anything. A reinforced skirmish chariot, though, conditionally good. If you're playing against Penthesilea, you might be able to get away with this unit. The Sirens, take it. You can lure 3 units to their death with her. And the Cyclops, take it. I love this guy. This is my favorite mythical hero in the game. This is Troy's artillery. He throws a boulder accurately and murders people with it, and he fires it off every 30 seconds. There is no ammunition count to this. He just kills stuff. Oh, and I think he can also kill stuff in melee, too. That's how good it is. Do you agree with me? Do you not? Comment. That's it, okay? Ta-ta. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.